One Halloween night on the island of Sodor, Thomas, Henry, and Gordon were spending the night at Brandon Docks. Well, I think there's going to be more work to do tomorrow, said Thomas. October's almost over.
Oh yeah, said Henry. I'm scared of ghosts. They could spook me.
A little later, James and Percy arrived. They wanted to hear James's spooky story. Happy Halloween, said James.
Oh, that gave me a fright,
cried Gordon. Cut it out, James, snorted Percy. Well, I'm going to tell you a story which will make your funnel quiver, James said. A long time ago, a little green engine was on his way back to the shed. It was getting misty, but he could hardly see. Oh, I can't look! Cried the green engine. Then he got near the two lonely freight cars, but suddenly a shark swam and scared the little green engine away. Help! Cried the little green engine. These sharks are scary! I better run back to my shed! Luckily, he was safe, laughed James.
Rubbish!
Cried Gordon.
This story has nothing to do with the express and little green trains.
But Thomas was glad he wouldn't see such scary sharks before. Just then, Thomas arrived at the station when James had the midnight express. Thomas, said James, I forgot to mention that there is a zombie in that story. Zombies? Pooh, said Thomas. They wouldn't never eat me. They would then, laughed James. Then Henry came rolling down the line.
Don't be silly, Thomas,
chuckled Henry. I'll teach Henry a lesson, said Thomas. I knew you would be scared, chuckled James. But this story is not real. But Thomas was worried. He believed that sharks are real. So Thomas was on his way home. I'm sure the zombies won't eat me. But Thomas noticed that he had to wait at the railroad crossing because there might be cars approaching him. Bother, said Thomas. Why can't I go anywhere? Thomas noticed that Salty was delivering some sharks to the aquarium. Thomas began to feel scared. Go away! He shouted. So Thomas had to run back to the station to tell James. Thomas stopped, but Salty's signal had turned red. Thomas was worried. The shark's gonna eat me, stammered Thomas. He was scared. But it turns out the sharks were asleep in Salty's freight cars. Phew, said Thomas. James is right. It's just a silly old story. I could go home now. And Thomas ran back to the shed. Just then, when Thomas got home, he spoke to the engines. Did that shark in Salty's freight car scare you? Asked James. No, said Thomas. It wasn't scary. I was scared, not like the little green engine.
You know, Thomas, said Gordon, sometimes we feel scared, but that means we're quietly brave too.
So Thomas was happy. He knew that The sharks were nice to him.